see, I mean learning how to see in the everyday world that surrounds you something beautiful and something strange and beautiful at the same time. And he taught me the art of being invisible as well, so that you can better absorb the beauty around you that might be hiding from you. And I applied this to my life as much as I possibly could. And as I started learning how to play guitar, I used it as a lesson. Much the way this delay pedal here is kind of repeating this little mantra of itself, but in and among all those notes, you can pick out certain ones you want to pick out and listen to a melody. And I would start playing guitar with just random notes, and I would play off my random notes until I found a melody I would like, and then I would change up the rhythm, and eventually I would write a song. So I wrote a lot of songs. And I wrote a lot of poetry at the time too. I really enjoyed it. I filled up book after book after book of poetry. And I had a band eventually that was pretty successful for a band. And sometime around 1990, that all came to an end. So did George. But what happened when that ended was kind of a strange, like with any ending, a beginning of something else. Kind of in a depression, I found myself needing money pretty badly and living in San Francisco. There weren't a whole lot of jobs to be had in 1990. And I was a total nobody at the time. I didn't know that many people there. But I had a good friend who was a great writer and a great poet named Steve Childs. And Steve was a really, really good carpenter. He was an excellent carpenter. He encouraged me to get into the trades. And so that's how I began. I began with carpentry. And I learned rudimentary carpentry. And I was managing to find myself jobs that were better than the bullshit restaurant crap that was being offered me in the city of San Francisco. Black pants, white shirt, white tablecloth bullshit. You know what I mean? I could actually make a little money and feel like I was learning something too, and that really turned me on. I like feeling like I was learning something. But eventually I kind of wore on me because it had a schedule. And I was never really too good at keeping schedules. And being a musician meant I was on an entirely different schedule than most other people. So in about 1992, my ex-wife and I bought a car. It was about this time that I wasn't really writing anymore either. The poems had stopped. But we bought this car. It was a '69 decided I would learn how to work on it myself. By working on the car myself, I realized I had an aptitude for it. And I suppose it must have come from building about 10,000 fucking plastic models when I was a kid. Because now the car, to me, just seemed like another model kit, except it was life-size.